The slaver ship Grax Maw had made landfall on the remote jungle world of Europrime, a lush green world catalogued as undeveloped, pre-spaceflight, tribal, and, most importantly, undefended. For Captain Zelkwar of the Korgoth Syndicate, it was just another profitable raid. The scanner reports were promising: warm climate, scattered settlements, no orbital presence, and humanoid lifeforms bearing no advanced technology. The crew geared up with pulse chains, neural whips, and stun lances, stepping into drop pods with the casual arrogance of seasoned predators. They expected confusion, screams, and helpless pleading. What they found instead was a village, small, thatched huts in a crescent formation around a fire pit, and men and women in primitive attire waiting. Still. Calm. Too calm. Zelkwar barked commands. Drones swarmed forward. The primitives did not resist. Not at first. 10 were taken. Bound. Hooded. Scanned. No implants, no tech, no armor. Just scars, muscles, and cold eyes. Too cold. Back on the ship, Zelkwar ordered one of the males brought to interrogation. The slaver interrogator, a Gortak with a reputation for breaking minds in minutes, sauntered in with electric probes and pheromone injectors. He walked out less than a minute later, missing his jaw, blood streaming down his shredded chest, eyes wide with something far more than pain. He smiled at me, was all the medic bot could decipher before the Gortak coded. Panic stirred. They doubled security. Dosed the prisoners. Reinforced cell fields. But one by one, systems started to glitch. Power relays overloaded. Surveillance cams blinked static. The environmental systems reported sudden temperature shifts. The ship's AI stuttered, then went offline. Then the screaming started. From cell block B, guards raced in. Found nothing. No humans. Just the empty cells, and their armor-clad comrades torn apart with surgical precision. One scrawled message was smeared in blood across the wall: "You shouldn't have come here." The bridge descended into chaos. How the hell did they escape? Zelkwar roared, mandibles flaring. "They're primitives." His tactical officer, a four-eyed Delvani, whispered, "They're not. Sir, I think they let us take them." It hit him like ice. A trap. A setup. But that was insane. These weren't trained soldiers. No implants. No gear. He demanded the biometric scans again. This time, they ran the data through Deep Galactic Intelligence. Red flags flared. High-priority Black Ops Registry. Earth origin. Human. Special Forces Division. Ghost Protocol. Unauthorized clone variants. Subject profiles. Extinct. Terminated. Classified. They weren't supposed to exist. One of the prisoners, codename Crow, had been listed as Kia 37 years ago during the Zygrax incursion. Another, Wasp, was reportedly lost in an interstellar drift after detonating a neutron mine inside a pirate flagship. All 10 had death markers. All 10 were ghosts. "Sir," the helmsman whispered, "we're the ones who are captured." Zelkwar didn't understand until the lights died and every monitor displayed a looping message. "You invaded. We adapted. You fall now." The humans moved through the ship like phantoms. Unarmed, they improvised. Pipe shards, magnetic clamps, snapped bones, they turned anything into a weapon. They disabled security protocols using raw instinct and unspoken coordination. A guard unit of 12 armed Trelax was ambushed in total silence, found later in a pile, bones crushed, weapons missing, armor stripped. No alarms had been triggered. No signs of forced entry. Only the blood trail. Zelkwar ordered the ship to jump. He would flee, report back, warn others. But the NAV system responded with a mocking voice in Terran English. "You're not going anywhere." Bridge doors sealed. From the ventilation shafts above, gas hissed, engine coolant modified into a paralytic mist. Zelkwar pulled his breath filters, screamed orders, fired into shadows. A body dropped behind him. A slaver tech. Neck broken. No sound. Then another. Panic spread like fire. The bridge crew abandoned stations, clawing at sealed doors. Zelkwar watched his own claws tremble. His species was known for fearlessness. This wasn't fear. This was something ancient. Something primal. He saw eyes in the dark. Human eyes. One by one, his officers disappeared. Dragged into shadow. Silent, except for the occasional bone snap and wet tear. When the lights flickered back on, the humans stood before him. No armor. No gear. Just blood. And smiles. Crow stepped forward. "You thought we were easy prey." His voice was calm, almost amused. "That we were soft because we didn't resist." Wasp tilted her head. "That we were primitives." A third stepped up. Reaper, the largest of them, held a slaver's plasma rifle. It wasn't firing. It was broken, twisted around into a metal pretzel. Zelquer hissed. "What are you?" Reaper replied, "We're what comes after fear." They didn't kill him. Not yet. They marched him through the ship. Showed him the destruction. The prisoner bay filled with freed slaves, dozens of species, armed now. The engine room gutted, flight core disabled. The AI mainframe scrubbed clean. His legacy, his empire, burned before his eyes. And then, they opened the cargo bay and tossed him into an escape pod with a message burned into its hull. "Tell the others, Earth is not primitive. Earth remembers." As the pod ejected into space, Zelquer watched his ship explode in orbit. No warning. Just light and silence. The humans hadn't just won, they had erased him. And all he could do was float, alone, in the void, and pray that no other slaver ever made the same mistake. But deep down, he knew they would. Because the galaxy never learned, until it bled.